comment, like, and subscribe. What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to replace the run channels in my pretty much all original timepiece 88 LX50. So what happens is, over time, these pieces right here deteriorate. You see mine's missing chunks out of it. And what happens is, you drive the car, you hear this wind noise coming. It's coming in here, and you can also see leaks if you spray it, like pressure wash it or go to car wash. So these are replacements in late model restoration. And just to give you an idea, this is going to press up in there, and you'll see immediately it's going to replace the piece that's missing. That's going to prevent wind noise and water leaks. And unfortunately, pretty much all these cars do that. Both sides of the thing. See here? Same thing. Missing a big chunk right here, so it has wind noise and all. And these are pretty easy. You just grab it and pull that down. But before I get too far, I'll show you step by step. You gotta take the door panel off, remove a couple bolts for a channel, then you pull that out, and it's kind of working the other one in. So it's not too bad, but just wanted to show you some of the kind of restoration I'm doing on this car. I want this car to be as nice as possible. All right, so a couple tools. Phillips screwdriver, I just use a cordless drill. Remove some Phillips screws from here from the handle, 2 here around the speaker, 1 here for the power windows, and then lay everything out nice and neat. There's 1 for the little mirror here too. And then you want to take something like a pick, pull this up so you can wiggle this out, remove the screws, they'll stay attached here, and then you put your cover over there. And then right here, use a little pick and pull out these little caps here. Put that screw back so I don't lose it. And then get you a 10mm socket. I just use this. Pull the screws right out. And I take a magnet and pull them out so I don't lose them. Like that. All right. And then you're gonna need a tool like this, which goes in here. And you will use this to pop the little Christmas trees off like that. So you're just gonna put it under there, pop them out all the way around. And then once they're out, you're gonna pull out and lift up at the same time. You're gonna lift this off this channel and around the handle and push that through, and then you can set your door panel out of the way. Then once you pull it down, just unhook these connections and pull this out of the way. Now you pull your little weather piece off. Some of these will be plastic, some may be like this if it's aftermarket. And there's 2 11mm bolts, 1 here above the speaker and 1 here right in front of the handle. You want to remove those bolts completely from that bracket, and that's going to allow us to manipulate this all the way out of the channel. Also found it helps to remove the speaker. So 4 screws, take the speaker out, and you can see this is the handle or the piece that's on the glass, and you just need to move it away so you can get it out. So now what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll start pulling this down and out like that. How about that? Just where it's rotted. And then we'll go ahead and remove this from the back side. Okay. Of course it tore away from there, so I'll have to get it out. So I got to dig that out. Then I got to dig this out from here, and then when I'll get it out, I'll lay it on the ground. I'll show you compared to the new one. I got right here and wonder why it wasn't coming out, because I forgot to take my mirror off. So I got to take the mirror off to give me a little bit more clearance to get that out. I did get this piece out just by reaching in here and wiggling it out. And this is it. What broke off from here. You see, that's how it was pieced together. If you manipulate that off, then it's basically down to here. You just try to slide that down a little bit and out like that, out of the channel. And then you can pull this all the way out. And now we can lay it on the ground, put these pieces on. So that's pretty much what it looked like. Now to manipulate the new one. They tell you to start back here and then work your way down to there. What works great is a paint stick to go in here. So what you want to do, you want to start right here in the corner and you want to pull the lip out so it goes around the channel like that. And you want to basically push up here and then push in here. Get it as tight as you can. And then take this with your fingers, bend it like this so it goes down in the channel. See if I can do this with one hand. And you take this, put it in here, and literally pop it in place like that. I manipulate it, move it around, try to get it lay as flat as possible. The reason it's pushed, I got to pull this back off here with my fingers and go around the channel like that. See, much better. And then we'll stretch that out, go all the way down, feed this through, and then we'll do around the top. All right, so what you want to do is turn your key on, hook your switches up, loosen this and this. Once you get your channel in, I found if you put these bolts in, tighten it down, you can get the rubber in there and push it around the glass. I keep them a little loose, go up and down a couple times, get it where it needs to be, and watch it go up here. And there it is up in there tight. Once you get it where you want it, snug these down and you should be good to go. Now we'll just put everything back together. And now it is installed. A couple little things I found just where it's in the package rolled up, sticking up a little bit here and here. I'll take a heat gun and try to push down on it. I think eventually that'll probably level itself out, but it does fit just like factory. Right here is a little tricky getting around that. Pretty good though. While I was there, I went ahead and pulled this screw and slid this off, cleaned all the debris out from under it. It was completely nasty, and now it's a lot cleaner, but you can see it follows along the edge of the window. Everything works good. It's just getting your arm in there. And I found sticking my arm in here and reaching down, trying to manipulate it was the best way to get it done. All right, one thing to tell you, these Christmas tree fasteners are just about a one-time use, and then they lose their grip and they slip, and then your door panel won't stay on. So luckily I had some extras, but this is how many, 6 of them I had to swap out because they were stripped, they wouldn't go back on. So put them on, door panel's nice and tight. Got the bolts in the handle, got a switch on, everything works. Good to go. Now I can tackle the other side, but that just shows you how much it makes a huge difference in the look, how it runs down this channel. And here, that should prevent any more wind noise coming in and any leaks. And like I say, I'm gonna take a heat gun and try to massage this and make it lay down a little better. Maybe it will over time, but that's just from being rolled up in the packaging, which sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? So today, real quick video, changing out the 5.0 fender badges. When I got this car, somebody had put these 5.0 high performance ones on them in red, and I wanted to go back to a more stock look, so I'm gonna pull these off, replace it with this, and it'll look more like it did from the factory. First thing to do, get you some fishing line. I have this I've had for years. Just pull off a long strand, tie it around each hand, and wiggle it in between the emblem and the fender. You're trying just to break the double side tape loose so you don't use anything to prise against it and potentially dent or damage the car. Now what I'll do is I'll take some stuff and clean up the double side tape here. Typically you can roll that off with your thumb like this. And I'll clean all this up, put on the new emblem. Basically it's real simple. It's double side tape. Peel that off, stick it on. Just make sure it's even. There you go. Just like factory now. Looks better, a little cleaner. Okay, hope you liked a really quick video how to change emblems on your 5.0 Mustang.